Hey, welcome to Let's Play Dead Space 2. Quicker follow-up than sometimes we do. Not always. Sometimes we do immediate follow-ups, but this is a pretty quick one for a out-of-nowhere LP that we did in the first place. I like Dead Space 2 a lot. It's my favorite in the series, in a lot of ways. Please do not show my first and last name, Xbox. I would appreciate that.
Did it not?
Looks good. Yep. Security information's great. I'm getting a text message. It's not one I need to respond to. Oh, fucking medicine bell.
Oh.
I'll just be honest. Bert's a little under the influence of alcohol at the current moment in time. Not so majorly that it's going to impact the episode, but you'll probably pick up on it.
You could probably tell from that sentence.
You can probably tell from the way I'm speaking, yes. I went out tonight before the episode. And that's fine. Because I can still do this. We're going to play a normal. We're just going to play a normal game of Dead Space, but I'm going to turn the brightness all the way up as per the norm for recording, because recording always records darker than what you see. So this is the second game in the series, and it's my favorite in the series. And I'll kind of let it speak for itself for the most part, because I think it does it fairly well. But I will say that while we're waiting, it is kind of the series' perfect mixture of horror and action. Also, EA presents and can go fuck themselves.
Dead Space squared.
Dead Space squared.
Very squared.
Isaac, are you there? Come in, Isaac. I'm sorry, Isaac. Look at the time difference. I'll call you back later.
It's okay. How you doing?
Oh, what's that? Isaac's voice, you say?
The issue.
Why, yes, I do say.
Lucky to be serving aboard her.
Well, enjoy it while it lasts. You know they're gonna decommission her next year.
Isaac, thank you
For what?
for just pushing me to do this. I mean, if it weren't for you, I never would have made it this far, because you made me stick with it.
I'll just remember, I'm giving you up for 6 months so you can do this.
You know what? We must be getting on a range there tonight. Isaac, can you hear me? Look, I'm gonna call you back as soon as I can, okay?
Yeah, that's right. And he's not just voicing that cutscene. Isaac is just voice in this game.
I believe you were telling me about your nightmares that you've been having.
And what I find impressive, he's voiced by the guy who provided his grunts and moans in the first game.
Nicole.
Oh.
A gentleman named Gunnar Wright,
I really wanted to see you again.
who is an actor who's been in other things, but isn't in like a lot of things. This is what I know him for. And
Yes.
in my personal opinion, he provides the perfect performance for Isaac.
Cracker class vessel.
Hey, Ishimura.
USG Ishimura. Yes. Part of a mining operation on Aegis 7. I understand communications went down shortly after their arrival. You were part of the repair mission. A mission for which you volunteered, am I right? What did you find aboard that ship, Isaac?
I found something.
What did they find aboard the ship, Isaac?
The marker.
Did you have contact with this marker? It made you see things, didn't it? Things you didn't want to see.
It spoke to me.
What did it say, Isaac? What did it say to you, Isaac? Isaac, can you hear me, Isaac?
So full transparency, for every bit of love I give Dead Space 1, I love Dead Space 2 more.
Isaac, can you hear me?
Dead Space 1 is great in almost every way. Dead Space 2 just improves in ways I like.
Repeat, I have him.
Great work, Franco. Be careful. He's been out a long time.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Good. Steady.
We gotta get you out of this.
Can I pause this? All right. I want to take a second to provide some context because there's very little context here, and a lot of it rests in background logs and stuff that we may not have time to read. After the end of Dead Space 1, Isaac got picked up by the CEC and got sent here for psychological stuff. So that's the reason we're here in a straitjacket. I don't really think it gets expanded upon in a general sense. And I wanted to make sure that that was clear. Because the game kind of starts you here.
No. But that actually makes sense after what he went through in Dead Space 1.
Sure.
And,
Also, Franco here is the star of a graphic novel that's interactive called Dead Space Ignition.
Okay.
So we got two protagonists meeting. And two protagonists meeting doesn't last long.
No.
You ever want to see what a necromorph transmission looks like in person?
Holy crap. Wow.
Oh.
That shit's fucked, huh?
What happened?
Yeah.
Oh, God. Isaac!
And we're running.
Isaac, come on! If you can hear me, run! Run!
Goodbye, protagonist of graphic novel. It is I, Isaac Clarke, the more important man.
The protagonist of the whole franchise.
And if you thought that things were going to be different and we were going to start slow, no. You're wrong. Same quick start that the first game had. None of that slow start, tiptoeing bullshit. We're going all in. And this time we're going all in a straitjacket.
And next to no health.
Chapter 1. You don't get chapter names. I'm less interested in chapter names in this game anyways, so you can name these episodes whatever you want.
Okay.
Okay.
Come on, take him down.
Ah, yeah, stick your head in the hole. That seems wise. I love how you can hear their rigs going flatline.
Yeah.
I adore this game. Like, I love Dead Space 1, and I talk it up a lot. I fucking adore Dead Space 2. It's the perfect mixture of action and horror in, like, the modern time. In, like, the 2010s, this game is kind of the 2010s RE4 for me.
Mm-hmm.
Scarier than RE4 is, but...
Now.
Yeah, RE4 is a little cheesy in a lovable way.
It's cheesy for its benefit.
Yeah.
Don't you think?
This game is spookier for its benefit.
Still hurts?
Yes, I'll schedule you for another session tomorrow.
No, I don't think I'm ready. I don't think I can take another session.
There. First thing tomorrow. Now let's talk about what you saw today. Come on, Strauss. I'm here to help you.
It was black. Deep black and glowing red with symbols. Symbols whispered to me. And what did the symbols whisper to you? Come on, Strauss. What? It was just short. It was just short, but it put so much stuff in my head, so much shit in my head. There's no more room for anything. I can't remember what he looks like. I can't remember what he...
The symbols, Strauss. What did the symbols tell you?
They told me that it wasn't my fault. I didn't kill him. They didn't deserve this, and I didn't deserve this. Fucker.
Put Mr. Strauss back in stasis, adjust his medication up 30 milligrams, and we'll try another session first thing in the morning.
So Nolan Strauss appears in a animated movie related to the Dead Space series. So he's a transplant from that. There were 2 animated movies for the series, one relating to the Ishimura incident and the starting phases of that, and one that follows up a following incident related to the Ishimura incident, but not directly following it, which Nolan Strauss appears in.
Come on, man.
Station 4. I remember you. Tideman said all the key subjects need to be eliminated.
Listen.
Terminated. Which one more?
Listen to me, man.
What matters?
Listen to me. Matter. We can both get out of here. Just cut me out of this straitjacket.
No one's getting out of here alive.
Don't do it.
There's no escaping from what I've done.
Take it easy, buddy. Just take it easy.
Your rig is red. It's red. There's a health pack and a flashlight in that wall locker. You should grab them.
So,
Go ahead.
one thing I like about the series is that it doesn't change mechanics blatantly. It expands upon what we already know. We know how the health system worked in Dead Space 1. We know what the rig is. Now you can hit a button. It's that easy. We got a flashlight.
We're all
It's no weapon, but
what we did.
it's an item. It introduces the way holding weapons works. Goodbye, sir. This game is smart on many levels, in my opinion. So, yeah, it's cool. It introduces you slowly, but it introduces changes slowly
Clark, is that you?
on top of those changes, or on top of the regular things it shows you.
Why? What's going on?
You're suffering from a unique form of dementia, Isaac. Something you contracted on Aegis 7.
How do you know that? How do you know all this about me?
Your dementia will kill you. But if you can get here, I can treat you and get you to safety.
Why should I trust you?
Because I'm not the one shooting at you.
Fuck.
Just follow the route I'm sending you.
And if you needed stakes and a reason to go on beyond pure survival, we have a form of dementia that will kill us unless we get treatment. So we have to seek treatment out while we're here, because the only place to get treatment is the place that's been treating us.
Quote unquote, a form of dementia.
Yes.
Yes.
That's definitely what it is.
Uh-huh.
I think I might be too buzzed to pick up on what you're trying to subtly imply.
All of this is in Isaac's head.
I mean, no.
Not necessarily that, just so much as the, like, dementia, calling it dementia is disingenuous.
That is more accurate. This is, everything you see here is literal.
Right, yeah.
Spare some stuff that is blatantly not literal.
Well, yeah, the hallucinations. Yeah, because this isn't just monsters. This is also psychological.
It's part of the reason I like this game so much. Also, I think the gentleman who plays Isaac, Gunnar Wright, for someone who I've never seen in anything else ever, he has similar IMDb credits, but I've never seen him in anything else. He fucking rocks this role. And as far as I know, he's confirmed a return for the remake of Dead Space 1.
Ooh, nice.
Nice.
So that's pretty cool.
No.
I know Gunnar Wright from literally nothing else, but purely as his role as Isaac Clarke, he rocks it. Even in the few lines he's already expressed, I think he's rocked it. Even into the third game, which I don't like as much, he continues to do a very good job with what he's given. Which is impressive from someone who who's been acting for probably like 20 years and I've never seen in anything ever.
Isaac, what happened? Are you alright?
Why are you helping me?
If Tideman finds you, more people will die.
Including me.
Not if you follow my route.
I don't like this.
You don't have to like it. Just hurry before you get locked in.
And Dead Space 2 does my favorite thing a sequel can do, expand on gameplay mechanics. Oh, we still got kinesis. But now this shit's for real. There's items we can throw at enemies to do direct damage.
Nice. Like, they should have been able to do it the first. But, yeah.
Boom. Fuck that guy. Boom. Fuck that guy. You wanted kinesis to do more? Kinesis does fucking more. Including letting you rip the blade off of dead enemies and shoot it.
Nice.
Is kinesis an end-all be-all? Not at all. But it sure is a good in a pinch. If you can't tell, I like this game a lot. I feel like even if I wasn't buzzed, I would be going about roughly the same commentary track.
Yeah.
Wee. He's dancing.
He's dancing. But kinesis, while not being an end-all be-all, is fucking reliable. Upgrading it feels worth it this time.
It won't win the war for you, but you won't win the war without it.
It's like a cannon. You can't win a war with a cannon, but you sure will be missing that cannon if you don't have it.
Without it. Yeah. Like a cannon.
Also, the improvement in the lighting engine and physics engine are, I think, at least worth pointing out. The lighting in the first game was good, but look at this shit.
Yeah.
This is spectacular. Yeah. This game came out in 2011, and this lighting holds up.
Yeah, the lighting, not to like say, not even like saying that the graphics are bad or something, but I think that the lighting is even more like impressive than the graphics as a whole.
The lighting is the standout point in this game graphically. Everything looks fine, like the necromorphs look good, Isaac looks fine, other characters you'll meet look fine. But goddamn, this game's lighting engine is spectacular. I stand by this game and its lighting being some of the best horror lighting in like the 2010s wholeheartedly. Even in rooms like this where it's well lit, it's well lit in a way to intimidate you.
Yeah, it's because it's not fully lit.
It's lighting up an area to tell you, like, hey, come over here, you know you wanna. But you also are kind of like, do I wanna?
Because you know shit's going to hit the fan.
What the fuck are you doing? Shit! Help! I'm trying! I'm trying!
And this is another thing I like that it highlights. Isaac's a normal guy, but he's not a bad guy. He tried to help this man. He just didn't do well.
Yeah. And he's also not, like, the perfect, unstoppable badass. He failed to save someone he was trying to.
It's quick, but it's a good moment.
Yeah.
This should be more what you're used to. Plasma Cutter works the same way as you would expect. We will get a very special variant of the Plasma Cutter as soon as we find a store. And I will use it just for fun. But it doesn't add anything gameplay-wise. It's just an appearance change.
Marty.
That I think is kind of cute.
Isaac, it's Dana. You have to dismember the creatures to stop them.
I know. I've had a lot of
Hey, look.
practice.
It's
Try to stay in one piece.
Thanks.
Unlike the enemies.
Yeah. Help. And I also like, and that might have also been like a bit of a joke for like how they dismember the enemies in the first one. Isaac, dismember theirs. Yes, I know. I've done this.
This is a moment of lighting I'd love to point out. This is just spectacular lighting. Like, there's nothing in particular about it that makes it spectacular. It's just well done. The way the corpse is highlighted briefly, the flowers immediately draw your attention, and then you look at the viscera and horror, and you're like, well, damn. That is spectacular, the use of lighting, and I love it. I love it. I can't sing this game's praises enough, except for that. Fuck your blatant jump scare. But, like, I'm basically going to spend this LP gushing over 90% of this game. Once again, we are playing on the Xbox version, if you were curious.
How's the PC version of this one hold up?
When I could actually play it, I had no problems. Unfortunately, I've encountered an issue where they've implemented a CD key, and I was never given a CD key, so I cannot play the PC version. So, up in the air on that one. From what I can hear, if you can get it, like, if it runs for you, it's fine. But if you bought it in the past, you might not have the necessary CD key to play the video game.
So you would have to buy the game again.
You would have to contact Steam support and see what they do to help you.
That's just even worse. I mean, if I had to just buy the game again, I mean, that would suck, but okay, fine.
That's an option. Mind you, it's not a unilateral problem that everybody has. It's just a problem. It's a problem that I've seen other people have, and I have with the PC version. But other people
Did you actually try Steam support to see if they're not incompetent?
No, not at all. I just let it ride. I kind of just don't care. I bought the game so long ago that it doesn't bother me. I mean, it bothers me, but I'm like, I can't be that angry about it because I bought the game like 6 years ago. And I have the Xbox version that I can still actively play. Orderly Tips Report, 1411. The patients are becoming agitated and combative with us as a result of the new regimens of memory-erasing drugs. They no longer remember who we are from day to day and must be convinced to leave their cells each morning. Many are so frightened they require sedation to get to the interrogation chamber. Orderly Gositz was bitten 3 times by patient 6, who must now be told why he has a broken jaw every morning. So we're not the only people they're drugging and asking questions every day. I love that Dead Space 1 has an air of intrigue. If Dead Space 1 has an air of intrigue, this game is pumping intrigue into your lungs through a face mask.
Yeah, because at first this is like, okay, because my first thought was, okay, they sent him here for all type of psychological stuff, and he does work for like this big megacorp, and this big worldwide spanning religion. I mean, maybe this is like some shadowy government stuff to Isaac, but there's a lot more shadowy government shit going on.
There's shadowy shit, that's for sure.
Yeah. Like, well, not government, like corporate,
Yeah, I mean, my impression of the first cutscene was like the guy wasn't asking him what he was told because it was just like, oh, psychoevaluation. It's like,
this is an interrogation.
You know something we want to know.
Yeah, like, what did you see? Yeah, like, that was an interrogation. This is like...
Oh, there's subtitles. Thank you.
Oh, nice.
There's a security lockdown.
I told you to hurry. How'd you miss it?
Look, I don't need your help.
Fine. Let's see how long you last around.
No.
mean, I feel like I'll do all right, but you know, whatever.
Yeah, I mean, he has done this.
Of course, none of your upgrades continue over into this game, but this one feels fairly justifiable.
Yeah. Yeah. Everything that you had was taken away, so yeah. This makes more sense than it does in a lot of games.
Okay, you're right. I do need your help. Talk to me.
Look, Isaac, we don't have to be friends. But like it or not, we're stuck together. Tideman's your enemy, not me. Alright, I found you a new route.
Fine. So where the hell am I? How did another necromorph outbreak get started?
You're on Titan Station orbiting Saturn. As for the outbreak... Shit! Tideman's jamming my signal!
You may or may not have picked up on it yet, but it's also worth noting that this seems like a fairly fresh outbreak as opposed to the old outbreak that we saw in the first game.
This seems like this is happening now. That's why, like, I was actually going to ask, like, how much time has passed between the first...
I didn't see the start of the first game, but yeah, this seemed like it is very much happening right now.
So, I believe it's 2 years between 1 and 2. This outbreak, though, happens, like, near immediately from the first game. Or from this game's start. We are in the thick of it.
Yeah.
I mean, you've even got, like, the one necromorph that's on a patient bed strapped down, so you can tell that was just, like...
That was
dude
just a
not long
dude.
ago, and then he transformed.
Yeah.
Attention, reception desk. Please refer all registrants or complaining of anxiety and or psychological problems to the other hospitals in the area. We're booked and running low on mood-elevating medications with the recent CEC layoffs and the increased tensions between unitologists and EarthGov. I thought that was enough of a spike in cases. This new wave is something entirely different. Dr. Brian Alpers, Department of Psychology. TLDR. Hey, yo, shit's fucked. I feel like this game makes its good impressions really, really early, and you can tell why I like it so much so quickly. There's just so many small things it does well, and it continues to do well. Also, new minigame. So you want to rotate the stick. You want to find the blue, red is bad. And we got our stasis module, because why would they not give us the stasis module?
Exactly.
Hell yeah.
And as is, you might expect, all of our tools are very, very useful to us in this game. Alright, I'm gonna just keep it real. I don't know if I can read half of these words. Someone want to step in for me?
Maintenance report 384003. Stasis bed 000567844. Replace tachyon units. Degaussed emitter array. Calibrated Heisenberg forks. Induction coil still not firing in sequence. Testing for shattered matrix. Called into dispatch to cancel next appointment. This may take all day.
Thank you. Kids, this is why you don't go to a party and then go do an LP.
I mean, or go ahead and do it. I'm not your parents.
I'm doing all right, all things considered. So maybe, do whatever floats your goat. Classic stasis
Just have
puzzle.
a friend to read dialogue.
Yeah, just have a friend to read dialogue.
Yeah, have a friend to read dialogue.
Please, God, do not drive yourself anywhere. If you think you're gonna drink, you walk. New necromorph type. The guys who spit before, fully their own type now, not just slashers round 2. And boy, do they spit. Lordy, 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 do they spit.
Yeah, he was all the way across the room, and he spit on that guy at the entryway.
Yeah.
And, yep, there they go.
Which, also, I'm gonna say props for that being just a really good way of telegraphing what these things' range is without it being in a way that's just like catching you off guard unfairly.
I think this game does a really good job of telegraphing its enemy design with instances like that where even I, as the guy doing the LP, didn't even think to mention that, but it got brought up regardless. That was just like a smooth way to introduce that enemy.
Yeah.
You know, like, okay, someone's gonna spit at me before you see them, and then when you see them, you're like, ah, fuck. Your controller batteries are low. Shut the fuck up. And tell me what my batteries are. And it is worth noting that you do take increased damage while you're in the straitjacket, so until you can get there, be careful. Now, it wouldn't be a Dead Space game if you didn't...
What the fuck?
Get your armor, but... Oh, and here's the psychological element. What, you thought we just had to deal with necromorphs? No, 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 we're fucking crazy. I hope you enjoy psychological fucking hallucinations for a whole ass video game, because boy howdy. Get well soon. Fuck your balloons. Another reason I love this game, they do more. They realized, hey, we did the shock and intense horror, we gotta add something else. What do we add? Some psychological elements.
Well, yeah, I mean...
Resident Evil meets Silent Hill.
Yeah. This does feel more like Silent Hill in space.
Do you want me to get that?
Yeah, please.
Okay, the secrecy. Chairman Donovan, this is Dr. Brooks. I've said this many times and I'll say it again. I don't like the secrecy behind the new labs they've installed in the psych wing. It's been 3 years and we don't have the faintest clue what's going on. Such secrecy has no place in an open and free society. Their networks are so isolated that we can't even tell they have one, let alone sift through it to see if anything unethical is taking place right under our noses. If we don't get some traction on this soon, I'm going to go to Tideman and insist on formal review of these policies. Brooks out.
I like to read the dialogue, or the notes, but I am, my one weak spot right now.
Incapable of it right now.
My one weakest spot, I think, is reading. long ones, anyways. I can do short ones. Oh, here's a new thing. Decompression. You don't want to die? You shoot the red. You want to die? Don't shoot the red, I guess.
Breach rectified.
But you will die if you don't shoot the red.
Especially since you're not in, like, a spacesuit.
Yep. Where is
yeah,
my
I didn't even think about the
super
fact that you're not in proper armor, so when you said you take more damage, I was like, oh, yeah, okay, that makes sense.
Where is my super suit?
Welcome to Microstore. CEC engineer Isaac Clarke. Updating inventory to CEC engineering loadout.
So I love that little line there because it explains expertly what we get and why. We get the engineering loadout because we're an engineer. Now this security suit is because I've beaten the game on the Xbox before. It's a New Game Plus item, I'm not using it. We're getting the engineering suit. As if it's our first time through.
Yeah. Well.
So we get out of these dirty, nasty, fuck-ass scrubs. And into all reliable. I love how much more personality Isaac displays in every little animation in this game.
Yeah.
You might notice
I
that
don't even recall seeing his face in what I saw of the first game when I was there.
it's very briefly available to be seen.
Yeah.
For beating Dead Space 1, we have the refurbished plasma cutter. It is identical statistically to the plasma cutter we have. It just looks like the one from the first game.
Huh, neat.
Okay, yeah.
I figured we'd use it because why not?
Yeah. It's purely cosmetic.
Yep. Nothing else is, I mean, same deal. It just looks like the one from the first game. And that makes me happy. That is a save retrieval bonus. You get that for having a Dead Space 2 save on, or Dead Space 1 save on your device of choice.
That's actually pretty nice. That's cool. I like when companies do that, games do that. Like, hey, here, you played the old game. Here, thanks.
Oh, what? You weren't ready for a boss fight? Get fucked, nerd. This thing, I believe, is called the Tormentor. And if it wasn't clear yet, this game does not fuck around. On the contrary, this game does the opposite of fuck around. Whatever that happens to be, that's what this game does. It's like, oh, you're all cozy after your time on the Ishimura? Yeah, get fucked, nerd. And I'm out of stasis, which makes this particularly difficult.
I see you have your armor. I hope you weren't planning on power tripping with it.
Yeah, what? The real battle starts now.
Seriously, this game does not fuck around. They were like, oh, you like Dead Space 1? Surprise, bitch. We aren't here to play games. You might be.
Oh, you played the first game? That means we don't need to hold your hand.
You didn't play the first game? Rude awakening, bitch boy.
Yes.
How long have I been here?
3 years. Tideman found you floating in space near Aegis 7 and brought you here for study.
Why can't I remember anything?
The marker you found imprinted your brain with a self-replicating signal. The longer you're awake, the more the signal spreads. It's killing you, Isaac. Tideman tried to keep it in check with memory suppressants.
You said you could fix it, right?
Only if you reach me in time. Tram station, get moving.
Alright, so how's that for stakes for you? The marker we found gave us a form of dementia that is literally killing us, but there is a potential way to fix it. We just gotta reach Diana in time. Clear goal, clear situation. I like it.
Yeah.
I still agree with calling that a disingenuous representation, but at least now they've explained what it actually is doing to you.
Yeah.
I mean, it's definitely not standard dementia. It seems like the markers have their own form of dementia they apply to people. And really, it's called dementia because that's the closest approximation we can form to what
yeah, because the marker has done some weird shit to your brain. They're this is killing.
Clearly just overwriting all the data in your brain with its own shit.
Yeah.
And this is why we're not going chapter by chapter in this game, because the chapters come and go. And frankly, I don't know what their name, if the name means anything. I don't really care. The first game did that well enough that I don't need to feel any desire to push that point again. I'm sure it says something, but you can look in that in your own time.
Listen up. This is Sorensen from CEC. Cut off their limbs. It's
They had to remind you one more time, just in case. So the line gun's here. You remember the line gun. Fires the wide beam, right? Easy peasy, no big deal. New gun type, the javelin gun. Pneumatic spear launcher with electrical charge. Its usage is less than practical, but it's fun as it's like fucking fun. And if you think for a second I'm not buying it to show it off, you're fucking crazy. That gun is fun as hell. Imagine, I mean, you've seen me pick up items off the ground and pin necromorphs to the ground. Now I have that as a weapon. And if that ain't the funnest thing you've ever heard, you're fucking wrong. Point made. Is it practical? Not even remotely. So this game's an interesting case where I've done a plasma cutter only run, but I don't believe there's actually an achievement for it, so I just did it of my own free will. That being said, keeping in line with the first game, I will be showing off many of the weapons.
Order to evacuate. Shot on sight. This is not a drill.
Fuck. How do I access my inventory? Thank you. But I'm gonna prioritize the new guns and not the old guns. You saw the line gun. You know what the line gun does. It works the same way. There's no point in me showing you again. You want to see the line gun again? You play the game yourself. You can figure it out. It's the same gun. What I want to show is the new stuff, like the javelin launcher.
For the record, the chapter names do not have a message.
Perfect. If you don't mind, Galuf.
Yep. Titan Station Quarterly Economic Report. Classified. Authorized persons only. Do not forward. Titan Station unemployment grew unexpectedly to 9.5% due to collateral job losses from the ongoing collapse of local planet cracking business. The aftermath of the Ishimura incident continues to depress all planet cracking activity as more and more support services go out of business, leaving less and less capacity for planet cracking. However, Titan Station continues to post a small profit, buoyed solely by the cash influx from EarthGov's scientific research and operations facilities. Human Needs and Services Organization has been spared the brunt of the planet cracking collapse by the pickup in traffic with government sector. Planet Cracker docks, ship services, mining supplies, and tool vendors continue to post heavy losses. However, the CEC itself has found moderate new life for its facility in the R&D department of the government. Did I cut out there?
Nope, you got it all.
No.
Okay.
And we've hit 43 minutes, so I'm going to call it here because it's not as clear cut where to end these episodes, so they get a bit more awkward on the ending than the first game did. So let's get kind of these mid-episode endings. Next time, we continue our way through this station that we don't know much about, but we're here. See ya.
Yeah.
See ya.